What's up everyone, Silo here, and welcome to this little short video. It's more of another update, so I'm not quite sure on what my previous update was, um, but there are a few new games that have came out that I do have my eyes set up on. These will possibly be live streamed gameplays, so but I will buy them eventually. Of course, it's the new coming of Spider-Man 2 that's been released out on PS5, and also Alan Wake 2. Now, if anyone's technically played the first Alan Wake game, then technically you would understand of what the whole storyline is about. Um, in the first Alan Wake, to give you a brief update on Alan Wake, it's pretty much that you are a rider. You go into this town that's across seas or whatever, across the waters, and apparently this town has some sort of weird haunted disappearance. They're not sure if it's ghosts or witches or whatever. So apparently, like Alan Wake has this girlfriend or wife, and she's terrified of the dark, and it includes of shadow people that are technically mostly either like possessed or some sort of shadow monster. It's just stuff that mostly Alan Wake is writing into his book that he's creating. And I'm thinking that in Alan Wake 2, it's supposed to be another kind of like he's creating another story, writing himself back into another horror story. But he's kind of jumping back and forth between of what is reality and fiction. So, I mean, the game will probably kind of be a little bit confusing because in the ending of Alan Wake, the first one, it shows where he's technically still in the cabin typing away. But when his girlfriend was saved, when she got out of the waters, she looks across the lake or whatever, and the house is gone and the bridge is gone, and all you just see is this big open lake. But Alan Wake still looks like he's in this cabin somewhere. So I'm not quite sure on what the new Alan Wake 2 is going to be like. Um, but it is kind of like a horror game, and I hope to actually do a little bit more horror in the whole of my YouTube channel and such. I will try to do my best to get into PC games. Like again, I think I've mentioned this before, but put something in the comments below of what good horror games that you guys technically want me to play. Now, I don't mind playing any type of Japanese horror or any other type of horror in general, as long as it's pretty good and scary. I mean, heck, Phasmophobia actually kind of creeps me out because of the was it the ambiance, the background and stuff. Because when you walk into the house, you just hear this like this very deep humming, and it's just like it's completely silent. So between of Spider-Man 2 and Alan Wake, I'll probably play those on my PlayStation 5 because I'd be able to live stream them. But I do have a webcam, so I might do some facial reactions to it, or not facial reactions, but I might do reactions if I can get my face cam up and working. But I might mostly just switch only to the audio if it's just recording live through the PS5. Um, but I will have to buy myself a new recording thing because, let's see, because of this, I have it's reversed. I have the Elgato Game Capture HD60S. Now, last time when I ended up getting this, the Plus came out, and now suddenly Elgato HD 60 something, a newer version has updated, a newer version has been released. There's been a few new things that has been added to it, so it's probably going to be the next thing I'll probably end up buying, because even when I play this, even when I plug this in and I try setting up everything, the microphone, the audio sounds good, but the issue about it is the whole recording thing. It's like, let me give you a debrief on it. that when Elgato game captures first came out and stuff like that, when you were able to plug into the computer and such, it was able to technically record your voice and the gameplay at the same time. Now they don't do that. Now, since this upgraded model version has came out, it records your audio and your video separately. I don't like that, because your video and your audio is linked. So like when you're editing a video, your video and audio is already linked together. You can just cut out like certain long and links and stuff like that of audio and video itself at the same time. But now, since it's been updated and stuff, it separates between the audio and the video. And I don't like that. Unless if there's a setting that you could technically put it back into that type of way. I mean, I could try to look into something like that to see if there's anything in the settings that can do that. But I will have to update to a newer Elgato game capture or another better recording system, because even though that the gameplay is still on point, there's actually times where I'll be playing and I glance over at my recording that on my laptop that the gameplay has frozen. So I'm playing this game for like almost like maybe half an hour or already like 20 to 30 minutes into the game, and I look over and it's like frozen like 20 minutes back. And it just screws up the entire recording, and then it's just a very frustrating headache of just kind of going back and redoing it all. It's just, I don't know if it has to do something about faster or stronger programming or software or whatever. How many gigs that it can technically hold up. Because my laptop is a gaming laptop, it should last from anything between a recording and even just a regular gameplay, but it should not be freezing up. Even with Elgato Game Capture, I've been trying to use this type of device, but I always keep having issues with it. It's either lags or it either is like glitching and then it freezes. So hopefully if I buy this new kind of Elgato updated version, hopefully that the recording is on sync, there's no pausing, there's no freezing, it's just normal gameplay and it goes out through the whole thing. So hopefully that will work out. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'm going to be trying to do, a little bit of updates here and there, a little bit of other stuff. I am sorry with the whole grainy kind of like, light on me and stuff like that. I don't, again, have a proper setup. It's just all, it's all, I guess, normal. It's all natural in a way I could say. Because like I said, in a lot of my videos, I'm not a good editor. I can't Photoshop. I can't do mostly a lot of these. But I will start to practice and try to learn my way into doing a lot of this, of Photoshopping and other stuff. I will start more likely putting a lot of this on my Mac, so it would be easier to kind of switch over to do stuff of like Blender, which is like kind of like a 3D modeling thing, which I kind of want to see how it works. But maybe it's like if I end up getting like maybe a VTube model or something like that. I'm not saying to becoming a VTuber, but maybe if I don't want to like do the whole headache, frustrating thing of, just like, I understand like, snap on a camera, have it facing towards you, have perfect and good lighting so the scanner can technically see your face. Well, technically, I mean, as long as you have a camera that has good facial feature like motions and stuff, that the VTube model will technically read your face. But if it's just mostly of just like kind of like dark background and stuff like that, and you can't see anything and you can't see my face, I'd rather have you guys see a VTube model of my character, my hedgehog character, or wolf character, or my human character, however, which character I kind of go with. I'm kind of switching back and forth between 3 different types of characters. Either my normal human facial one that you see on my YouTube channel now as my main picture, or you see either a wolf or either a hedgehog persona. I have over 3 personas, as in an animation, or not animation, but kind of a Pokemon trainer cartoony version of my character, and a wolf persona and a hedgehog persona. So I have over 3 different characters. It's kind of funny because it's like doing fan art and just showing 3 of me kind of like standing in a circle. Now, I don't know about that whole Spider-Man pointing at like who's who thing, but it's just something to kind of go off of. It's just something that I want to update, something that I want to try. It's just these things I want to push into doing something as good as I can. I wanted to do a lot of other type of video games in the past and stuff, but with the Elgato acting up, and I couldn't do any recordings because the glitching, the freezing, the pausing, all that stuff was just starting to become a headache and very annoying. So I decided that, like, you know, maybe I can do this through OBS, and I can, but there are slight issues where the audio won't show up, or certain other things. But the thing is that it still has to be connected to my console in a way. But I have to have like I do have like an adapter to connect into it so I can have the gameplay, which I do have that. It's a connection adapter that can like connect to my gaming laptop, that can bring up the console game on my PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X. Either one of those, I could use it for that and I could play it, but there are slight issues with it. It's either because when I plug it in, OBS is still frustrating to use, especially of a microphone. Because the microphone, the Blue Yeti microphone, already has like that built-in kind of thing for your voice. All you have to do is just do a few little like changes so your voice doesn't sound like a robot, and also to cancel out any background noise. Well, every time when I try using OBS, that a lot of stuff starts happening, and randomly my voice is not coming through the microphone, and other kind of issues start happening, and I don't know why. It's just one incident after another after another. The audio is off, the audio in the game is not showing up. Everything just becomes a complete hassle, and that's what I hate about it. So, and it's just, again, I don't have a big proper kind of setup. I only have a gaming laptop and a Mac and only my TV to use for this whole recording thing in this little small square space. It's all I'm trying to do is just do my very best into these videos. The thumbnails may not be very good, and I will go back through and probably change a few of them. But if there's a way that I can technically use thumbnails to technically change the photos of the faces and stuff, I will probably go back through some of them and actually rechange them. But if I can use at least maybe like my character in the bottom corner or something like that somewhere, it would be perfectly fine to just use that as the thumbnail. Or like increase my character's photo of just kind of like a shock reaction, looking off to the corner or whatever. However, so anyways, again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, for the updates that will be coming up hopefully soon, I might get started back in December, which I will probably start playing any horror games or whatever that I've been wanting to record through here, which is The Devil in Me, and a couple of other gameplays that I hope that can work out through it. So hopefully, if anything kind of goes right for me the rest of this year, if I earn enough, then I could probably get technically of what I can. So anyways, again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'm hoping to see you guys again in the next one. See ya.